What is going on, everyone? It's me, Ben, here. Today we got even more Black Ops 6 gameplay at the Call of Duty Next event, as if we didn't get enough already in the leaks over the past couple of weeks. But that is besides the point. The game looks pretty good, not gonna lie, alright? I know it's the honeymoon phase, but at this point, I think if a Call of Duty game doesn't have something outrageously stupid or obnoxious, I think it has the potential to be a good game. But that is besides the point. As you can see here, there's now one content creator that I think any of us could name. I believe this guy is a mobile content creator for Call of Duty Mobile, which, why? I could think of a lot more qualified guys that be a lot more appropriate for a multiplayer event, but really that's the topic of today's video. Why are Call of Duty YouTubers, specifically me, why were we not invited to this Call of Duty Next event? Before you guys bring up my credentials, I can assure you I have just the right amount of credentials to be speaking on this matter. I am the best, most prominent Call of Duty content creator on this space, and if you disagree with me, well, then you can go pound some sand, as I am the superior Call of Duty athlete here. But that was besides the point. Why did other Call of Duty content creators, primarily YouTubers, not get invited to this event and other events for that matter? So us, YouTube creators were primarily multiplayer guys. So YouTube is really an old man's game now, alright? If you're a YouTube content creator, you've been here for a while, so we've pretty much seen it all. We've seen the good, we've seen the bad, and we've seen the ugly of Call of Duty. And when you see all of that, you have a lot more to say about the game. Primarily in the negative category, as Call of Duty has taken a direction that's pretty much gone for the worse, and any negative feedback that Activision receives, regardless of whether it is extreme or minimal, they really don't want those kinds of content creators attending this event, because really this isn't an event for the the developers to get feedback to fix the game. It's simply just all marketing. All right, the game is essentially done. It could be released tomorrow if they really wanted to. Really, this event is just all for marketing. And when you're doing something for marketing, you don't want anything negative hindering that. So obviously, they're gonna invite the newer content creators to the space, primarily in the other niches such as Warzone and mobile. Those niches haven't been around that long, so really, content creators in those spaces really have nothing to talk about, really nothing to complain about. Call of Duty Mobile is an absolute masterpiece, and I really wish something like that would come over to console or PC. But Warzone also doesn't get any negative feedback, because anything that the community wants, they essentially get. Remember back in Modern Warfare 2 when they switched up the loadout system? Yeah, they switched it back real quickly when the community was upset about it. So Warzone is like their bread and butter, it's their big money maker. So obviously they're gonna invite content creators within that space because they really have nothing to complain about. And yeah, us old heads are pretty much gonna stay here in the dark, watching from home, watching the live stream, because really that's all we can do nowadays. We've complained so much to the point to where we might not even have a chance to attend these events, and rightfully so. If this is just the way it is, then I really wouldn't want to attend a Call of Duty event either. I remember, as a kid, I really wanted to attend these events because they seem really cool, man. I mean, hanging out with a bunch of content creators, having a good time playing the game, getting to chat things up, it seems like a good time. But honestly, just the marketing behind it, it's all just a marketing thing now. No real feedback is given at these events to fix the game. And yeah, that's primarily where us Call of Duty YouTubers lie in this discussion. We're really just watching from afar, and I would even say we have a greater influence on whether or not people buy the game. Alright, I mean, the casual player base does take up quite a bit of the player community. There's kind of a fine line between us hardcore players and casual players, so we're kind of in the same niche. Super casual players will buy the game simply by a cool trailer, and yeah, there's that. But really, it's saddening to see. I don't think the YouTuber space is really gonna experience Call of Duty like this anymore. I really miss the old days, man, where Call of Duty events were just filled with people that we all knew and we love, and really it just seemed like a great time. But honestly, I don't really want to be part of this anymore. I don't think a lot of other people would want to as well. We have the right to speak our opinion on all the garbage things that Activision chooses to do. We all know what we're talking about here, alright? So yeah, if that affects our eligibility to attend the event, well then, so be it. But that's really it for today's video. Just wanted to talk about that. And yeah, catch you guys later with a brand new video.